What's up, you pretty little bitches? We're back. We got some Premier League news and a Champions League update.
Nice. City game ended 0-0. Like we said last week, we were talking about it while we were watching the game while making the last video. It was 0-0. Ended 0-0. Title race is heating up now, especially Liverpool getting a 2-0 lead or 2-0 win over Arsenal.
Big win for them, really.
Yeah, cutting the gap to 1 point now between City and Liverpool. Arsenal played well, I guess, the first half. Liverpool, though, just quality.
They just took over.
Took over, won the game, as they do.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we tied Palace. It was we should have done better. Like, we should have just
1 point from
you
2
could
games against Palace.
A lot of games like this, they'd be like, "Yeah, I know Palace. That's what it is." Like
1 point in 2 games from Crystal Palace. That's crazy.
No goals
for them.
scored.
That is
0 goals.
Crazy for somebody.
0 goals
in the
scored
bottom
against
half.
Crystal Palace. We have scored against in the last 2 games.
Patrick
0
Vieira
goals.
masterclass. I
Yeah.
guess, like, only against City.
We should have put our chances away. You could say that was a game where we needed a number 9 maybe.
But Crystal Palace had chances too. They could have put away their
they had some
chances
chances
and gotten the win.
for sure.
Definitely
For sure.
an entertaining game.
0-0 though in that one. Like I said, Liverpool 2-0 over Arsenal. Arsenal should have done better, trying to help me out or something, but I guess not.
For the first time in my life, I had to actually not cheer for Liverpool, but not be disappointed if they won, and be somewhat happy that Arsenal lost.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always happy when they lose, but if it comes at the expense of Liverpool winning, it sucks. But at this point, we need all the help we can get to try and miraculously get that 4th spot.
Yeah,
so.
United fighting for 4th. I didn't even realize that with Arsenal losing. That kind of does help United out, which is even more of a bummer.
Yeah. So they're 2
Arsenal
games.
needs to be winning their games. They need to be doing better. 1 point gap. We'll see what happens.
All right, it's time to talk about it. The elephant in the room. I'm fucking pissed. I hate the way that my days get ruined by United, but it's what happens when you're a fan and you care so much. So
Yeah.
we'll get into it. First, 1-0 loss.
Atletico Madrid.
Man.
Lodi scores the goal to knock out Man
Just-
United, the round of 16 in Old Trafford.
They did exactly what they needed to do, planned to do, what everyone thought they would do, what everyone knew they would do.
Yep.
And we still couldn't do anything about it, man. They score 1-0, or they score and go up 1-0, and into the second half, they had 0 people in front of the halfway line. They had 11 players sitting back with the occasional João Felix break.
Yep.
That's it. And you know that if you let a goal in against that Atletico team, you're not fucking scoring more than 1. You might get lucky to score 1 and tie it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pissed because it's like it's just the same shit over and over again,
Yeah.
honestly.
Ronaldo, we thought he could be the menace, as he always is for Atletico, but this game...
He didn't have a great game. Nobody really had a good game. I would say Fred has continued to play well. He had a decent game.
Under Ragnick, he's doing all right.
Sancho really didn't do that much because he was getting triple teamed on that wing and he was left nowhere to go. Tellez, a bad game from him offensively and defensively. You know, he doesn't close down his man that goes for the cross because he gets caught out of position. And then I don't even want to talk about Harry Maguire, but once again, every fucking week it's something else.
What
with that
happened
guy.
this week?
He's off of his line, and obviously you have to pressure the ball, and you can't let free runners go, but at the same time, you have to hold your line. You can't leave Tellez, who is not the best defender, you
Right.
can't leave him 2-on-1 on that side.
Yeah.
It's just a recipe for disaster. The both of them, they didn't play well. Varane...
Was that the cause of the goal?
Yeah, Tellez being out of position was the cause of the goal.
Oof.
And Varane didn't have a great game. Delo, he had a decent game. I mean, I like seeing him on that right side if we're going to be attacking down that right side. But
Yeah.
Elanga had a couple of moments. He had one shot that literally Oblak saved with his fucking face. He
Yeah.
was point blank, and Oblak saves it with his face. I mean, from then on, you kind of just knew it's going to be one of those days, and it was. So
It's really it's interesting to see that. Like, honestly, I thought before the game started, I thought that the United would, in Old Trafford too. in Old Trafford.
Tremendous atmosphere. Great atmosphere from the fans up until the last fucking second. And even though after the final whistle, there were a couple of dickhead fans that were throwing cups and drinks and shit at Simeone, you can't blame the guy. I mean, you know exactly what he's going to do, and he executed it perfectly. And obviously you can get mad. And we'll talk about one reason that I do know why you could be mad, but you really just have to talk about the performance overall as not being good enough.
Yeah.
But now to my main complaint is the absolute horse shit refereeing. I don't know if I've seen another worse Champions League refereeing display than the last time Real Madrid and United played with Nani and he gets the red card. That is completely egregious, that goal. They foul Ilanga to take the ball back, and then in the same passage of play, Llorente fouls Fred. He pushes him with both hands to get him out of the way. 2 foul calls that they don't call in the build-up just blows my mind. And then the ball was in play in the second half. You ready for this? This is a wild fucking stat. The ball was in play for 18 minutes. 18 minutes of the second half. So you have 45 minutes. Let's do some basic math. Minus 18 is not 45. Or is not 0. Okay? So, and then they only add 4 minutes on. Atletico knew what they were doing. They would go down any chance that they got. They would stop the ball any chance that they got. And they just played right into the referee's hands. Like, the referee was absolutely shocking. But we didn't play well. We didn't deserve the win. But we also didn't deserve to give up that goal. If you're going to score a nice goal that is not controversial whatsoever, that's one thing. But then when you just let this fucking play go, no VAR, no checks, no thought about it, they didn't give a fuck about us. And honestly, we shouldn't leave it up to the referee to make those decisions for us and give us the benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, you can't shaft us like that and expect us to just forget about it. That was absolutely terrible. But with Arsenal taking that loss to Liverpool, we're now 1 point behind them, and they have 2 games in hand. So
that's going to be United's focus from now on, is that top 4 spot, I'm guessing. They got to
Champions
fully
League
focus on that. Are they in any of the cups still?
Nope. Knocked out of the FA Cup. Knocked out of the EFL Cup. I mean, basically our season ended the other day. Really, our season ended on Tuesday. Any hopes of a promising season ended because not a single United fan would have came into this season and said that they would be happy with no trophies in 4th spot.
Well,
not a single fucking
right.
one.
You're 100% right. But now we're in a position to where it seems that is
the minimum requirement. That's
like, well, yes, that's what you would say.
We may not
that's what you would say
won't.
as a United fan. That's what you would say is the minimum is top 4. But
we're probably not even gonna get that.
Like, it's really going to be a fight. Arsenal are above them and have 2 games in hand.
1 point above us and 2 games in hand.
2 games in hand. 2 games in hand is a lot. And I haven't seen both teams' schedules, but
we got 9 games
rough.
left. We got 9 games left this year. We literally have to win 7 or 8 and draw.
And Arsenal have 11 games.
But the only saving grace is that the 2 games in hand that Arsenal have are against Chelsea and Spurs. Those are 2 teams who are really up and down right now. If they come to perform, they can get all 6 points. Or the other teams can take all 6 points from those 2 games and leave us 1 point behind them for that 4th spot. And then we still have to play Arsenal one more time this season. So if we don't win that game, we're done. I mean, this season's over. You may as well not even fucking just put the kids out there so we don't have to play in these dumbass European competitions. I don't want to play Europa League. I don't want to play in that bullshit Conference League. Fuck all of it. Either get Champions League or sod off. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it all. I don't care. I'd rather not have to worry about playing on Thursdays and Saturdays or Thursdays and Sundays. I fucking hate that schedule. It's so annoying. It's pointless. But that might be what we're stuck with. So we'll see what happens the rest of the year.
That's all we have.
I don't want to talk anymore.
United losing to Atletico, City drawing to Crystal Palace, title race heating up, United's top 4 hopes heating up. We'll let you know what happens.